So,
Recording.
yeah, we're recording. It's already recording, right?
It's already recording.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Let me start. Okay, very good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to DIFCON International Conference on Creative Multimedia 2024, ICCM 2024. I am Dr. Zainuddin bin Siran from the Faculty of Creative Multimedia, MMU. Will chair this session until the end. As been informed, the title, the workshop today is AI in Creative Media. We are lucky today to have the opportunity to meet and share knowledge and experience with the expert in the field of communication, uh, communication media, which is Dr. Muhammad Izani bin Zainal Abidin, Senior Lecturer at the Faculty of Applied Media, Higher College of Technology, Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. So for the agenda today, let me tell you that the presentation by Dr. Izani is from 3 to 4 p.m. and then will be followed by question and answer session, which is from 4 to 4:30 p.m. Actually, for your information, today is a Friday. Then at UAE, basically 4:30 p.m. is actually 11:30 a.m., which is the time for Friday prayer for Dr. Izani. So hopefully we can stop by 4:30 p.m. Malaysia time lah. So to give a chance for Dr. Izani to go for Friday prayer. And then the attendant link I will share in the middle of this session. And then after finish the Q&A, we'll have a photo session. Hopefully everyone will stay in this room for the photo session. And certificate will be given based on the attendance form everyone fill in. I will share the form later. Then we will give you the digital certificate around 2 weeks time from today's law. All right, without any further ado, I invite Dr. Izani to present his talk today. Okay, to you, Dr. Izani.
Okay, you can hear me, right?
Yes, can hear clearly.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. Very good afternoon in Malaysia. Okay, my topic today is AI in creative media. First of all, I'd like to thank to the organizer for this session. To be honest, this is the second time. Last time was last year, but last time was more into ChatGPT. So this time more into a very broad area. But I should thank to Prof. Ku and also the team. Okay, Prof. Kuachu and also the team in Malaysia. So well, to be honest with you, I think the introduction just now, introduction just being introduced. So briefly, I'm not going to go into detail because we have half an hour and I have so many things to share, to be honest with you. Let me just give you briefly. This thing happened in the 2022 where I was in Malaysia and I got nothing much to do that time because of I took a break from a job and I explored this thing, and from there I started to see the potential, especially in education. But seems that 2022 a lot of things coming out from this domain, and what you're going to see today is more into what are the latest technologies, what are the trends, and what are the methods that people can start to use in every single areas in creative media, okay, in creative design. And so this is the agenda, okay. Briefly, you need to understand. I like to highlight here. Most of people misunderstand in terms of AI and generative AI. Okay, two different domains. To be honest with you, AI is the one who developed all this system and all the the application tools, algorithm, and everything. Okay, I'm not in that area, so I'm more into end user. I'm more into using all these tools, exploring and try and tested all these things. So that is my area. So but people use the term AI is just to make easy for communication, but it being misunderstanding among community, to be honest with you. So in this era, I mean, it covers every single things, and there is a lot of unimagination, a lot of thing that we cannot imagine. Okay, that we already reached this level. Okay, so what you're going to see here,
train and run GPT-3 at the time. Now that system had actually
okay, this is the thing behind the data center. Okay, the way that you use ChatGPT, this is the thing behind the scenes. Okay,
comprised of 10,000 networked NVIDIA V100 GPUs. And it's not an exaggeration to say that a lot has changed since then.
Yeah, actually, that size of that system pales in comparison to the one we built in November 2023 to train OpenAI.
So that was a long time ago. And let's take
next
a look
generation of large models.
That
one was independently ranked by Top 500 as the #3 supercomputer in the world and the largest cloud-based supercomputer. We secured that place with 14,400 NVIDIA H100 GPUs and 561 petaflops of compute, which at the time represented just a fraction of the ultimate scale of that supercomputer. Our AI system is now orders of magnitude bigger and changing every day and every hour. Today, just 6 months later, we're deploying the equivalent of 5 of those supercomputers every single month. Our high-speed and InfiniBand cabling that connects our GPUs would be long enough to wrap around the Earth at least 5 times.
And to me, that just kind of sounds like a cable management nightmare.
Well, nothing like the cable management.
So imagine the cable itself can round the Earth 5 times. So imagine how huge is this thing, and it is a very intensive high computing power needed here. Okay, so make sure you don't waste your what do you call token, or when you prompt something, so make sure it's something that very useful, because if you just do for fun, you will use a lot of energy, you need a lot of power behind this thing, and this thing needs a very strong chilling system, because it computes every single million of interaction between users and the system, and it works 24/7. So last week we have an outage for I think couple of hours. And the funny thing, the outage is not only involved ChatGPT, it's involved the cloud, it involved, I think, Gemini as well. So I don't really know what is actually happened behind the scenes, but this is the scenario. Okay, so I give you briefly. Okay, I'm not really into giving a lecture, but I'm just give you. Okay, if you need to understand generative AI, they have so many categories. Okay, for example, text generation, the one that you use, I think every day. Okay, like as for me, you have ChatGPT, you have Bing, you have Copilot, Perplexity, Gemini, and so many. And these are all the competitors among themselves. So every single tools here have their own pros and cons. So as someone who use a lot, you understand, okay, when I want to do certain tasks, for example, like research, I will not go to Gemini, I will go to Perplexity, and I will go to ChatGPT, because ChatGPT has analysis tools. Okay, image generation is another interesting, and this definitely affects a lot of creative media, because it helps, and it helps a lot in terms of visualizing the image, the concept, and so on. Doing storyboard, mood board. Okay, video generations. This is currently becoming something trendy, because of the we can generate the things using text to video. But at this times, the competition is not very good enough, because this really needs a very stronger computing power, because it involves video generation. Even if you're aware, Sora also has developed something, Sora by OpenAI. The videos, if you notice, it's not really if you look into detail, it is still have a lot of errors there. and Google also just developed, I think, a couple of weeks ago. So they are competing among themselves. And I also have audio generation, which is a very interesting thing I'm going to show you today. You can do voice cloning, you can do voice swapping, okay, all those kind of things. And also mixed media like films, advertising, okay. So these are the things that we're going to have a look and have fun actually. All right, so in educations, okay, I'm not sure, maybe I'm not going to, if you look here, this is ChatGPT Omni, okay, which is just few weeks ago launched. And in education, this is very personalized tutoring. So imagine that if we see here.
OpenAI invited myself and my son Imran here.
Okay, this is Khan, if you know Khan Academy. So this is the founder, and this is his sons, okay. So the Omni version allows you to communicate directly and assist you with the interactively with the questions. Okay, but bear in mind, this technology always have problem with hallucinations and also bias. So in my training and my workshop, the first thing that I always remind the audience is verification. You need to verify everything you generate here. Okay, let's just have a quick look here. I'm not going to show the whole clips, but let's see what is happening here.
Of course, I'd be happy to help. Let's look at the problem together. Can you first identify which sides of the triangle are the opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse relative to angle alpha?
All right, so I'm pretty sure this is the angle alpha right here, right?
Perfect. That's correct. Now, looking at the triangle, which side do you think is the hypotenuse?
Remember
the hypotenuse?
I'm not totally sure. I think it might be this one, but I really am not sure. This side AC.
You're close. Actually, side AC is called the adjacent side to the angle alpha.
Okay, so you got the idea how it works. Okay, hold on.
Haven't started your presentation. Let's do them.
Okay. This thing happens because the GPT, the technology behind it, understands the pattern or image recognition. So whenever you share something on the screen and you seek the assistant, it can analyze all those images. So this is one of the things which are being researched for a few decades, and now we can see how this thing plays role in GPT for now. Yeah. Okay, so image recognition is one of the things which is very important. And when I want to do the research, other than ChatGPT, for academic, this is the 3 tools which very useful because it's specialized in research domain. So let's take a look at these 3 tools. The first one is Perplexity.
Here are 3 AI tools I use every day. Perplexity AI. This tool is great for research, regardless if you need to look up something quickly or do more complex study on a topic. Perplexity allows you to browse the entire internet or focus on specific websites like Wikipedia, Wolfram Alpha, YouTube. It even lets you play the videos in the app so you don't have to leave the page. You can also upload PDFs and ask questions or turn on the Copilot for more advanced search. Claude AI. I use this tool for my writing and it completely replaced ChatGPT. Sorry ChatGPT Maxis, didn't mean to hurt your feelings, but Claude sounds more natural, remembers the chat history, and it knows my writing style so well that it comes with suggestions without me even asking for. Clip drop. Whether I need to generate a picture, clean unwanted objects from an image, quickly remove a background, or upscale an image, this is my to-go tool. And
okay, so based on these things, yes, the tools that they mentioned, they can do a lot of things, but for data analysis, because I pay for the ChatGPT, so I use ChatGPT to analyze the data. And I can say that most of the analysis, most of the visual aids, like generating or plotting a graph or diagram, I'm no longer go to Excel because I can generate directly from ChatGPT. So you need to control the prompt, and you can communicate. I will, if we have time, I will just do a quick demo on that thing later. But that is what is happening now. And this second one, the third one here, this is very interesting. This lady is trying to do the math thing.
Can you factorize this for me?
Okay, she's wearing a glass, and this glass is recognize all the patterns, all the writing here. So imagine that if you're doing some exercise or you're doing some tutorial, so you need someone to assist you. You no longer need a teacher here because you have an assistant.
Is this graph correct?
Through your glass here.
Almost, but there is a small error. The parabola should intersect the x-axis at -1 and -5 based on the factorization.
All right, so we're not going to finish this, but I just give you the idea. So imagine that the tools we already have is a matter of what we want to develop next and for what purpose. Okay, so imagine that if you want to learn history, you can just simply train the GPT to be a history teacher, and you can even assist you and point it out to you what is missing, what is your weakness, what is your strengths. Okay. All right, so there is for the education which we are dealing today, and we see this thing is happening at a very, very rapid at a very fast track. Well, here there are some another things. Other than that, if you can access your ChatGPT now, okay, you already can able to do all these things with the ChatGPT Omni, okay, which is you can already communicate. But bear in mind, because this tool is double-edged sword, means you have two choices. Either you want to copy and paste, get the answer, or you want to learn. So that is what is the problem which is happening in this academy across the globe today, because the student used to generate the content instead of learning on how and what and so on.
Check this out. Using ChatGPT to solve complex math problems.
If you want to,
so I told him to.
So if you want to learn about how to solve certain problem, you can just simply screenshot and upload it here and start communicating. Okay, why this thing happened like this, and explain to me why actually the answer is like this, and so on. Okay, so this is the thing that we are having today. And other than that, also we have an integration between interactive media, virtual reality, and also augmented reality, which we can use to study. For example, like this is a projection. Okay, what you're going to see here is not a real thing. This is real hand, but it's projected on the projector. You can interact with the tools, right? So another pattern, another image recognition on the hand, which it recognizes the hand, and it has all the correct information about what is inside here. Okay, so there's so many opportunities that if you can see here, and this is all involved with people in the design industry, in programming, in coding, and so on. Okay, so let's go next year. This is
Perplexity AI is another relatively new startup created by former Google AI employees who aim to revolutionize the AI industry.
Okay, I'll not go into detail for this Perplexity. It's just features of what it can do. Okay, this one is very interesting. This is remote surgery operation from two places. This is using Apple's Vision Pro. Okay, So the doctors here, if you
to
see,
position the image, I'm able to decrease the size of the image, bring it close to me, bring it away, and everything I'm able to do. At the same time, I have the complete control over my surroundings. Let's start from here. Now, you see, I want to go posterior. So what I'll do, I'll bring the screen here.
Yeah, and my screen is just in front of you. So I'm seeing here what you're seeing here. So guys, that's fantastic. So I have it here.
Right. So
have it here.
This is the world that we're living today. Okay. A long time ago, this is just imaginations in film industry in Hollywood. Okay, movie like Minority Reports, those kind of movie is just an imagination. But nowadays, it is we experienced by ourselves. And game industry, animation, 3D also got affected a lot. Okay, why? Because
what's the best early game weapon?
Technology here is more engaging and more immersive. Okay, people always want to engage when they experience. Playing game is no longer like looking at the screen. Okay, we want to interact. We want to be a part of the game. So like this one, I think somewhere in China. I think this is. I'm not sure what is it, but it looks like a theme park. But it has been designed in a very interactive way with a very, very huge projection. So if you see here, it's very interactive, very engaging. And in games technology, like this one is Unreal, we are no longer dealing with building every single 3D models nowadays. This is called a procedural content generation, where if you see here, okay, you will see the real scenes here interactively interact with the with you. If you move to certain levels, the lightings, all these things in the real time. So this is the why the computing power is very important. And the last video here is about playing games. Nowadays, the trend is playing game is no longer like we play game long time ago, because we have AI to assist you. For example, like this guy is asking the AI on certain things.
What's the best early game weapon, and where do I find the crafting materials for it?
The best early game weapon is the spear. It provides knockback and is essential for survival.
Not only does it know about the game, it can understand what's happening on the screen. Maybe you're staring at a dinosaur you're not familiar with, and you want to know what it is, or how to tame it. And because the assistant is context aware, it can tailor its recommendations to your.
This is again, it goes back to the fundamental image or pattern recognitions. They understand what is a thing in front of the screen, and how they understand this thing, because it has been trained with a million of data. For example, if we're talking about the dinosaur, so it understands that this type of a dinosaur belong to a certain species and so on. Okay, that's why the input data, if you put the wrong data, you will get the wrong output. So this is very basic concept. That is the reason why bias happens, hallucinations happens also. Okay, there are more into 3D here. Okay, and this is breathtaking. Okay, mind-blowing things. Long time ago, I imagine that what if we have we model something, but we don't need to model something inside internal parts. For example, like this one. So okay, the thing is here, I'm not sure about is this at the development stage or what, but imagine that if you have to model the orange, okay, so you no longer need to model the inside part when you want to do the internal part. So you just simply cut, and the AI understand this is orange and how the orange looks like from insides. Okay, even though it's still at early stage, but the idea is there. This one is the current trend also. Okay, you just play around with proxy. It can generate in real time based on the subject that you create. So it's very, very interesting. And those who are in animations deal a lot with motion capture. Nowadays, we have video based motion capture. We're no longer dealing with the huge elements to trace the movement. Okay, so like this one, if you see here.
This is a quick test to see if I can do expressions tracking with no special equipment.
Okay, so everything in
Soon
one application. Tracking,
2 cameras at the same time.
rendering
But what
output.
are the chances of that working? Blah, blah, blah.
So let's take a look next, which is how this thing's done. Okay.
Try to do 2 cameras at the same time. But what are the chances of that working? Blah, blah, blah.
So, in the future, I think not in the future. Now we already can create animations without going into details like traditional process. This one is Gaussian splatting, where you have only a couple of images, and the system understand they can recognize this thing, and they can build real-time 3D models. If you can see here, based on these 4 images, we can see the 3D models generated in real time somewhere here. Okay. Last one here is when, again, this is also in a game. All right. So
3D worlds. That's right. You could just say.
You can nowadays develop a game by just text to a game.
Hey,
okay?
Create a forest or whatever you want, pretty much. And they're just getting started with this technology.
The next frontier of personalized AI-generated gaming.
To create all of this, that's crazy. Like, you don't even have to code anything anymore. You just use AI to code for you. That's crazy to me. You don't even have to code. What? That's crazy.
Okay. With this latest technology, a programmer no longer using 100% coding to code to do the programming. We have a pair programming. Pair programming means you do half of the programming and you ask AI to assist you with the code, make corrections, troubleshoot, and so on. And there is also another thing which is called full no code programming. No code programming, you give 100% to AI to generate the things. Okay, so those are what is happening in the game industry. This one is another examples also. Everything here involved with the image recognitions. Okay, for the interactive things now, we are no longer using device or controller. Okay, this is research using hands as a controller. So the system understands the hand, and they can you can interact with the subject here. But of course, what you see here from the screen, the guys who's using this, you need to have a headset to look at this thing. Okay, so this is in reality, you will not see these things in the physical place there. The puppet there is not there. Okay, but this haptic device, this controller is very helpful because we can use this technology to interact and also do the presentation in the real time. This one also, I think you see if you use Facebook or you use, I'm not sure, any other applications where you can simply change the criteria of the look of this real subjects depending on what you want it looks to be. Okay, so the concept is simple. From text, when you prompt to certain things, you can change all these things. And this one is the new, one of the new tools developed by Simulons, okay? Okay, why this thing is important? Because it solves a lot of problem here. Lighting is one of the component in 3D rendering, 3D animations, which we spent previously. Artists spend a lot of time to mesh the light. But with this technology, you can just simply place the subject, your objects in the real time. It can lock, it can track the correct perspective. It can react to the real lighting. So this is what is happening in the current film industry as well. Okay, so you can see here the light coming from this sides. It has a correct reflection, and it also reacts in a very realistic in terms of the dynamics of the movements. Okay, we go to the next one. This is quite interesting thing. Nowadays, you can speak any language with these AI things. All right.
What's your name?
Okay, I'm going to show you next toward the end how I can communicate with my ChatGPT in real time in a very natural way. Okay, but this one is claimed to be the fast response GPT voice. So let's take a look what is happening.
My name
here.
is Katie.
Katie, what do you think about time travel?
I think time travel is a fascinating concept, but it's also a topic that has been explored in various forms of media, including movies, TV shows, and books. As a result,
okay, so for these kind of things, a few things they need to consider. The developer need to consider. Firstly, is a natural response. Secondly, and we need to respond as close as possible to the way humans speak, and in order to give natural communications, of course, you need to mimic, you need to copy the way we talk. Sometimes we have, say, all those are natural things. Okay, so if you see here, this is speaking to the
there are many different interpretations and perspectives on time travel, and it's important to consider all of these different viewpoints when discussing the concept of time travel.
All right, so those are we are already here. We can speak with the ChatGPT. This one is this is quite recent. I think just a few weeks ago. This is by 11 Labs. Let's take a look here.
In the beginning, silence shaped the cosmos, waiting for the breath of sound to unmute our world.
So imagine you want to create sound effects. You just text, I want the sound effects of, trains coming, for example, like this one.
But now
the system understand the visual in front of it, and it can, predict what is things happening there.
Dreams can be heard, not just seen. That's right. Create any sound you can imagine.
Okay, so this also create another debate. Who owns this thing? Because like text to image, when you prompt something, you get the image. The image, the one that generated here, being referred to millions of images. So it's a very complicated process happens here. So we still don't have a standard regulation all over the world, because this thing need to be centralized if you want to regulate, if you want to control all these text generation things. This one is this guy speaking Arabic, okay?
Marhaban. Ever dreamt of speaking fluent Arabic overnight without doing any learning? Well, this AI voice generator just blew my mind, and I think it will do yours too. Not only Arabic, but also 27 other languages are available. Without further ado, yalla, let's go. So This is my AI voice generator. It's cloned my voice. I have a clone of my voice in here.
Okay, this is the drawback. People definitely, scammers, fraudster will use this to for their benefits. Okay, because you can clone your voice. I think within just a couple of seconds, Microsoft has a tool which they can train using your voice for 3 seconds. For 3 seconds, your voice online, if somebody found, you can create another chaotic situations. Okay, so like this one, as I told you, we have two choices, whether we want to do for the good thing or for bad things. Okay,
and I've got available this brand new opportunity to use 11 multilingual V2 and look at all those languages, everything from crooning in Croatian to harping on in Hindi, and yes, even speaking certain a script from ChatGPT.
Okay, so most of the time we need to use multiple tools, generate the content using ChatGPT, bring to the audio platform like 11 Labs. Okay, and then
البودكاست في الإمارات العربية المتحدة شهد نمواً ملحوظاً في السنوات الأخيرة. بفضل تنوع الثقافات والجنسيات في البلاد، أصبح هناك تنوع كبير في الموضوعات والاهتمامات التي تعالج في البودكاست. سواء كانت
Okay, so even worse situation is deepfake, which is happening also at the same time here. So this one, I think, is speaking in various
I'm clearly speaking to you in English. Digo, pero ahora te estoy hablando en español. もし望めば、日本語でも話せます。We did this using a tool called HeyGen that uses AI to translate.
Okay, and this here is a HeyGen. Okay, HeyGen also has the same thing, which you can switch. And the best thing is the lip sync is synchronized with the voice, with the text that you saying.
Clone any voice you'd like. Go to 11labs.io.
Okay, again, this is actually the same one. Okay, so cloning voice is quite dangerous, to be honest. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, last couple of months, Facebook also have the tool which they don't release to the public because of it could cause a lot of trouble. All right, then let's take a look at how I create multimedia university songs here. Okay, everybody can do it. Okay, you can go to Suno. It depends on how you're going to write. It's a very simple concept. You can use similar to ChatGPT. When dealing with the audio, you need to know some of the audio terms. For example, what kind of sound, what kind of music, what kind of pitch, rhythm, and so on. So I just give you, okay, make a rock song about multimedia university with funny lyrics, okay? And I put it Cyberjaya because I don't want to get conflict with maybe other university also have the same topics. And I use Malay language, okay? So when I'm done here, you can see here, this is the output.
Well, I got phoning someplace to go. Assignment learning rasalati. Let's you kata ini baru.
Okay, have lagging. Okay, anyway, you get the idea. The problem is because we give a very general instruction, so they just generate based randomly on their data set. So you will see sometimes a big funny thing like here, cafe tak ada makanan cuma mi kangkang. So this is very very funny, doesn't make sense. But I think in terms of getting idea how the songs look like, yeah, it is already there. We already can have the feel. Okay, I want this rhythm, this style of music. It's just a matter of changing the script and the lyrics and so on. Okay, you can check this on my Facebook. I posted it yesterday, so we're not going to listen to the whole session. This will take, I think, 2 minutes. Okay. Let's take a look at this AI in visual arts. Okay, this is another thing, which is also a threat for the human beings, a threat for certain area. Like this one is advertisements. This is quite interesting, a very very catchy because it says still hiring humans. Okay, so you just dial this number.
Hey, this is Bland AI. I'm an AI agent that makes millions of phone calls for businesses and in any voice. What's your name?
My name's Mike. What's your name?
Nice to meet you, Mike. I'm Bland. I guess you're calling since you saw our billboard, right?
Yeah, I am.
Great.
So, this is a serious threat for a call center, okay? Because definitely if we reduce numbers of operators, once you state what kind of answer you should give for certain scenario. So this is the things. This one, Adidas, is 100%, as what is claimed here, generated by AI. So let's take a look here. So for conceptual art, giving idea, pitching the idea, and showing this to the client. This is something that's very promising because we can show to the client how it looks before we go to the final stage. All right. This one also interesting. Everything is interesting here because we never see something like this before. Like this one, if you change the expression, this is called text to emotions. Okay, you'll see the face here change. So it means the system understands the text and it can give a different facial expression. So having this idea, you can do to your facial animation on the 3D character as well. Mood boards, okay?
If you're a designer and you're always struggling to find the right colors and fonts for your project, then this AI tool is going to make your life so much easier. It's called Mood Board Creator, and let me show you how it's helping you to create a mood board super fast. Click Get Started, put your business name, for example, Azure Breeze, and then put in a bunch of keywords. Let's say vacation, add that, let's say travel, let's say tropical, or something like this. And let's go ahead and create. And bam, we're getting suggestions for a color palette. We're getting a suggestion for fonts, and these are always free Google fonts. And it gives you kind of like something that can look great for a brand. And if you don't like this, you can actually go ahead and try again and recreate this, and it will give you something completely different, but also fitting the brief that you have put in. This is a lifesaver, and it can really help beginners who are not sure.
Okay. Of course, with this technology, you will lose some skills over here. Okay. We are no longer, but we save time, but we are no longer, involve a lot of bottle skills by going and finding and doing all over again, which is time consuming. Okay. For the industry, this is what they're looking for. They don't bother about how you do the process. The process is critical during the academic. So when we're dealing with the academics, we definitely need to revise the way that we assess the student and so on. Okay. And then I'll just try to go for the next one. We still have a lot of things to share. This one recently, I found this morning. Okay. Imagine that you want to present idea to your clients. Okay. You have I think this is probably still at the research stage. Okay, so the camera here detects what is the pattern on the fabrics. Okay, whatever you change on the screen, it will change the pattern in real time. Okay, so imagine that if you go to fashion outlets, so you want to see probably yourself. You don't need to go to what do you call that, the fitting room anymore, because let's say they provide you 20 type of designs. So what you need to do is just flipping these fabrics. So you will see everything change in real time. They even demonstrate if you paint here in the real time how it looks here. All right, so let's go to the next one. We in the video image video editing. This is also happening nowadays, and it will change the landscape. Okay, so let's see. The first one here is this guy you can create a stand-up comedy.
There's a really simple way to create stand-up comedy sets with the power of AI for free. And they actually sound really good. Here's how it works. You can prompt the LLM of your choice with something like, write me a stand-up routine about two AI assistants trying to hack each other. And there you go. Here you have a basic stand-up routine. Now, this won't work perfectly, so we will add something to the prompt here. And there you go. For anybody intimidated by prompt engineering, this is how it goes. You just look at the outputs and you adjust your prompt according to what you like and what you don't like. Okay, so I'm just gonna hit copy down here, head on over to Udio, and here it is quite simple, because what you want to do is you want to switch from auto-generated lyrics here to custom, like so, and then I'm gonna simply paste what I just copied from ChatGPT here, and you just hit create. Okay, let's have a listen.
All right, so the other day I caught two AI assistants trying to hack each other. Yeah, it was like watching a cyber version of 5 versus 5, if anyone remembers that.
There you go. What a fantastic use case.
Okay, so that's just one of the use case. Okay, and this one is Firefly integrated with video editing, Firefly by Adobe. Okay,
say goodbye to video editing, because Adobe has just announced Firefly for video, and it's going to change the video editing scene forever. It can select the perfect music for your video. If you need sound effects, just type it in and Firefly will add it in for you. And you can even go as far as to color grade your videos just by typing in what you want it to look like. And the best part is, if you want to add B-roll, it will analyze your script and input relevant B-roll to your video. And to top it all off, it can even generate a storyboard from your script and then render out a 3D animation so you can visualize what it's actually going to look like. Now, I don't know about you.
So, being in this field, creative media, we know that this is totally time consuming and a lot of energy involved, especially when you're dealing with the proposals. Okay, but for the students, to be honest, I don't really know we should allow or we shouldn't allow, because it will skip a lot of process. The learning process will be skipped a lot. But for the industry, of course, they want this to be cut into maybe 50% or 30% of this thing. So this is something that, imagine that previously, how we're going to find the additional footage like B-roll. Now we just simply, okay, find me somebody's typing on the keyboard and so on. So you will get this immediately in your editing suite. So it is very convenient. Okay. The last
removal makes selecting and removing objects.
Okay, I think some of you already watched this one. This is in Premiere. Okay. To be honest, I haven't explored much, but I think they are developing, or this is maybe a demo. So this is also same. They have
cross frames, quick.
Oh my gosh, we need this in Premiere Pro. So Adobe just sent me exclusive access to watch their sneak video on new AI generative tools that are coming to Premiere Pro. Let's take a look.
Object addition.
Okay, so if you see here, if you want to replace something, okay. Nowadays, you can do directly in editing things. The most important thing, when the camera moves, the things being tracked in a very proper way, okay? And you can also, generate and remove certain things, okay? So this is very helpful, especially those involved with editing. All right, so that is very basic things. Let me just go. There is I'm not going to show all these things. This is from the previous, but maybe okay, just
in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time.
Jordan Peele created this fake video of President Obama to demonstrate how easy it is to put words in someone else's mouth.
Moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with what we trust from the internet.
Not everyone bought it. But the technology behind such frauds is rapidly improving, even as worries increase about their potential.
Okay. For Obama, because Obama have millions of images, it is easy to train. Okay. But if you put prompt yourself, maybe the AI will not find anything related to your face and so on. Okay, so this is deepfake things are very easy to do, something that very popular because you provide to the Google, to the on the internet a lot of informations there. Okay, I think before we end this thing, I'll try to share with you. I'm not sure this time it will work or not because this is the ChatGPT desktop applications, which run on a MacBook. Okay, so I think it's still not available for Windows. So I'm trying to show some basic demo. Hello, ChatGPT.
Hello. What specific demo are you interested in? I can show you how to generate images, analyze data, or perform various tasks related to your research interests. Let me know what you're looking for.
Okay, to be honest with you, I'm on a seminar now, and I just want to show to the audience how you can perform. Is that okay with you?
Absolutely, that sounds exciting. What would you like me to demonstrate for your audience?
No,
I can
just
generate images, analyze data, help brainstorm ideas, or answer complex questions. Just let me know.
Okay, I think that's good enough. I just want to introduce you to people outside. Okay?
Sounds great. I'm ready whenever you are. Let's get started.
Okay. What you communicated just now is being transcribed in these things here. So yeah, you don't have to type anymore. You just simply speak. And if you need to put some data for analysis, for example, I never try, but I'll give a try here. I want to communicate using voice. So let me just try. I have a data here, which is from this. Okay. Normally I demo using prompt, using text, but this time I try to demo here using this. Hopefully it will work fine. So it will upload this. All right. So let's go back. Where's these things? Okay, I'm not sure to be honest because before this. All right, it's here. Okay, let's go back again. Sometimes connections. Okay, that's good. I just uploaded a data to your system. Can you access it?
Yes, I access the data you uploaded. It contains monthly social media usage statistics for various platforms
that's great.
from February 2022 to February 2023.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Here are the first few rows of the data.
Okay.
February 2022.
Okay,
Facebook,
stop.
84.94. Twitter, 3.
All right. Can you plot for me a graph? Whatever graph is fine with me. I just want to show to the audience how you can perform this task. Can you do that?
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
Okay, plot one graph from the data I provided to you.
Pegasus, Mian for graph dari data yang kami berikan. Mari kita buat graph garis yang menunjukkan penggunaan bulanan setiap platform media sosial dari Februari 2022 hingga Februari 2023.
Okay. Suddenly, because it's a voice recognition, sometimes I don't know how can it mix with the Malay, okay? But this is the thing that I want you to see here. This is the generated the plotted graph from my data just now, okay? So we are no longer need to key in. We just simply, okay, let's take a look at these points. What is this thing? And so on, okay? So I think we are nearly 12. 12 here. So 4 in Malaysia. I think hopefully you get some idea what is this thing that we are discussing about. If you want to have any comments or any things to share.
Wow, so amazing and mind-blowing. So and crazy, I guess. So yeah, maybe how many time we still have Dr. Izani for today's session?
We have 30 minutes.
Another 30 minutes for Q&A, right?
Yeah. If you need any demonstration on ChatGPT for certain things, I have some things I can share with you. At the same time, if you have a question, and I just continue with these things, is that okay? And then if you have any question, you can just simply ask.
Yeah, sure. So everyone, you can ask maybe in the chat box. Okay. All right, go ahead, Dr. Izani.
Okay.
Dr. Izani, I have a question. I am Ida from IIUM, medical base. But my question is nothing to do with medical. I'm just querying about the ethics of using such technology. For example, how do you stop people from searching, how do I make bombs from everyday home tools? How do we stop our children from, searching for such things? And then it's quite an ethical issue with research. Yeah. So, can you enlighten us?
Okay. Thanks for the questions. I think that it's a very important thing. So far, this tool has been controlled by the developer, so you can try whether they can allow you to make bombs. Okay, but this kind of they already filter the things. They have a set of guidelines. Before this, something also bypass certain things, especially during the first few months. There is a people who even get the serial number of Windows key serial to install the operating system. But they learn and they train, and they stage by stage they block this thing. So it's not that simple unless you go to the dark web, which GPT also have their own dark web, which is on something that's what we call that the term, which is not filtered and it is uncensored. Okay, so this thing has a lot of dangerous thing to do. Okay, so hopefully that answers. Okay, at the same time, this is some of the things. I'm not sure if you can see clearly. I think that maybe it's a bit small text here. For those who are in the research, okay, you can definitely save a lot of time. Before this, we do analysis by going to Innova, SPSS, Microsoft Excel to do this analysis. Nowadays, we just give instructions over here. Okay, so like this one, I have information, the simple information here. Okay, so I want my my GPT to understand this thing. So assuming this is a data from your research which you collected, and then you want to do the analysis, so you can simply ask. Okay, with the current version, the free one, you already can do these things. You no longer need to subscribe, except it has some hours limitations. Okay, again, even though it looks very impressive, your job, you need to verify whether this is the correct one or not. Okay, but if you see here, it shows, if you click this one, you will see the formula behind all these calculations. Okay, this is just an example for data analysis, and you can also create a visual aids, for example, like this one. Okay, I have a data here which I paste, and I just want this to create a diagram, a heat map for this data. So we can just simply quickly do it because it has a data analysis features. So these things generate directly in front of this. Imagine that how long you take time to do all these things before this. Okay, and it comes with the summary over here. Okay. So the issue now is the popular questions, whether you can copy this or paste this. Okay. So that is something that I cannot really answer on that things. Okay. So on top of that, you can analyze the a lot of papers, for example, like if you have a lot of research papers, you want to um, analyze what is the thing is all about there. You can simply put it somewhere here. Okay, so that will help you in terms of analyzing. Okay, any other questions? So this is
Yeah.
the song. Yeah, the song I created just now.
Yeah, do you have a question from Irada?
Okay.
Can you share the syllabus guideline on the use of AI tool at your university? So, okay.
To be honest with you, we are developing one course AI for digital media. So we are still developing at 60%. I don't think that will be because it's a confidential things. And to be honest with you, we don't have any other role model to refer to, at least to have a look. So we developed from scratch. So it is quite challenging. We don't have any guidelines. So we try to study every single things, and I think I can consider that we are the first to introduce this course, because we are revamping the program. So it is called AI for digital media, and it should be very interesting, because this course allows students to explore all kind of generative AI for this one.
Yeah, they have another question. Yeah, it's the trend now, but now university refuse to accept this. Any comment, Doctor?
Okay, to be honest with you, I think I have too much information. There is university in one of the top university in US, in USA, or they already they actually they need we need to build how to say, how actually we want to use this in a correct way. If you stopping, you will not go anywhere, because this is like the internet for the past 20, 30 years ago. You could say, okay, people will get copy paste from the internet, but you cannot stop people doing that. So you have only two choices. If you don't want to participate, yes, you can just sit there, and other people will move forward. So that's all the only thing I can answer.
Yeah, I also have some query lah. I think in basic situation, the basic query is actually in terms of legal and originality lah. Right. So because the concept of AI is basically picking from somewhere someone works right into theirs. So I think that thing needs to be yeah, maybe for certain country they don't have any specific policy about these rules. So what is your comment, Doctor, in terms of legal? I think my question is quite close to Aida just now. In terms of
Yeah.
legal, copying other people's works, for example. Yeah, I think that is going to be
Okay. Yeah. That's true. There is even the situation when people started to use last few years back, especially with the Mid Journey. The artists who you just type the name of the artist, whatever you want to, you just type, for example, like anime. So you just mention the certain artist, you will get exactly what the artist going create. even though you create a scene in Malaysia village, for example, it comes with that kind of stroke. So the issue now, that stroke is have IP and so on. There's a huge debate until now. Okay, even my friends, the one who first created the comic using AI, also got sued, but it was backed up by the company who she used the tool. So I agree with you. If we cannot being impressed by the student who come up with something that wow is very nice, but it is, it is just you just give an instruction to the machine to come up with the subjects, and you cannot claim that that is yours. So it's still, to me, still huge debate here.
Okay, so they have another question from the audience, from Al-Kawaris. Sorry, image generation and ILM require huge computer power. How student is able to use tool for generating AI apart from using ready-made service, Midjourney, ChatGPT, something like that?
Okay. If you use those tools, of course, you have to pay for the provider. Okay, you solve the problem in terms of speed and time and so on. But if you want to run locally, yes, that's true. Tools like Stable Diffusions requires a very strong graphic card, which is I got a friend who set up his own machines, and he said to me that his graphic card he can buy a car. Okay, so imagine that kind of computing power needed. So to me, I'm not really into building my own things. I just use whatever uh, free for now, because before this I subscribed to Midjourney, and I noticed that I don't really use much. Then it's like a waste to have that.
Yeah, one more question from Zaini Kamaruzaman. I think this is FCM stuff. Hello, Dr. Ron. With the Malaysian government is also going into AI, what is your opinion that the government can benefit from this? In efficiency governing, for example, can you give some example that Malaysia can benefit from this? He's talking about the benefit of the AI to the government policy, something like that.
Okay. Okay. Because in academic it's different things. So for the government, definitely. Firstly, definitely you save a lot of times. Okay, and that is very important things. If you look at the video I showed just now, you can see that how certain process has been reducing a lot of time. For example, if you want to show the mood board or concept or things, we are no longer like doing the sketching and so on. Even if we sketch, we still can ask AI to improve our sketches and do all those things. So there is the benefit, number one. Okay, times saving, and also in terms of organizing the data especially. But the new one like Microsoft, the new tools, I think they call it recall, but to me it is very dangerous because this morning somebody shared that a hacker can a hacking tool can take all this recall memory or recall data, and so you can use that thing. So imagine that if your government, is our government have all these things, and we use Microsoft recall technology. It is good at one side because whatever thing you want to find in your computer, you can find using this recall. The system understand where you place this thing, what happened during this time, and so on. But the disadvantage is if this thing falls to other people's hands, you're gone. Every single thing is gone. So imagine even now we sometimes by accident we have our credit card, we have a lot of personal things on the computer. So this thing now, if you agree to that Microsoft policy, it will be controlled by Microsoft. So you cannot trust 100%. Okay. I think if we build local system like proprietary, so a proprietary system, which is only government can access this thing, it will not go outside, then there will be something.
Yeah, great. So I think the government should toward this, right? Because this is something like technology evolution or technology innovation, right? So I have one more question, Doctor. What is the challenge and the limitation or weakness of the AI so far in order for to use? Any weakness, for example, that you will realize from the system? Because you can see
Okay.
everything that they can do, but any weakness or any limitation?
I think if you notice, if you open ChatGPT, they say the ChatGPT can make mistakes. Yes, that is the first thing. You need always verify whatever things you generate there. That is called maybe hallucination and bias. That is common things. Other than that is every model has their own strengths and weakness. Okay, so yeah, hallucination is the number one problem. Okay, sometimes they cannot answer, but they simply give the answer. Okay, so those who copy paste blindly will have a problem with that. And we see already some of the research paper has included all those SAI models, so on, blah blah blah. Okay, even though maybe we know that they do the research correctly, but when it goes to these things, we need to be very careful. And provided the publisher also is a well-known publisher, so that is to me weakness. Yeah.
Right. So I think that's from me. Any other question from the audience on the floor here? Anyone want to have a direct question to Dr. Izani? It's very insightful content basically, and I also personally very eager to learn and explore this ChatGPT.
This is like a second song. This is more relaxed. Okay. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, we still have time. So we listen to this song.
Okay, they have another question is are these new technology apps AI included in MMU syllabus? Okay, I think it's not yet. And then what are the strategies to keep up with the change of technology and how to avoid by the time student graduate the technology already obsolete? Oh, this third question. If the technology obsolete, then how to avoid?
I think that question's to MMU, right?
No, the third one is generic. The third one is how to avoid by the time the student graduate, and then the technology already obsolete. Was so fast. Within 2 years, it's already obsolete. I don't think so.
Okay, I think to answer this question, to be honest, the way we learn today is totally different from the past. You need to catch up with every single thing. To be honest with you, even I every day got tons of newsletter updates, every single thing about it. I didn't manage to catch up with all this technology, and you need to focus on certain things. But when thing comes, okay, you just update yourself, because you cannot master all of this thing within very time this time limited time. So that to me we start to see on the trend. If you look at the LinkedIn, you can find, you go to the job, you find the generative AI, and you will see a lot of companies started to put the requirements. I mean, it's a plus to have knowledge in generative AI, because the companies concerned about speed, okay, efficiency, and how fast you can solve the problems. So that kind of things. So my advice, I mean, I'm not pro AI, because we know that they have a disadvantage. They has an advantage. So we need to use in a reasonable way when it comes to this technology. So you have no choice. This technology, I cannot say is obsolete, because it will be improved from time to time, and always the new models. We're waiting for the next one is GPT 5.0, which is still being in a puzzle. We don't really know when, but it is coming.
Yeah, and they have one more question. What will be the future of creative multimedia, for example, animation, video production, etc., since we can expect generative AI to be more advanced in the near future? Will creativity and art in the end be all about knowing how to prompt?
Yeah, there is a big questions there. What actually in academic, what is really the course learning outcome that we want from there? So like what we are developing now for the AI for digital media, we clearly state that the student need to, for example, need to know how to I mean softs using the tools to create certain things. So there is very specific purpose. Okay, we cannot put the I deal with the creative writing last semester. So a huge problem, because when we test the student, in the real exam, the student need to write on the paper. When they submit the assignment, they submit the digital one. So there is a huge gap there. So we know that they're using this thing. So the thing is how we can make the student use ChatGPT. Okay, correct this language. What is problem with this language? How can I improve? All those things actually you need to think. I agree with you that my always the thing that I always thinking, how we going to evaluate the student now? Because we are not going to evaluate how good is the prompt, because that is pointless. There is nothing, because we don't I'm not sure about that, because we will not give any significant things. So somebody need to think about it, and I still don't find any model that in creative design how actually you want to develop this kind of things.
I think this is just a tools, right? Just to ease our job, right? So, and then that's why one question from Nazri, what AI cannot replace humans so far? So, it look like they can replace everything, but what else they cannot replace? The human, the voice, instead of voice, maybe the face. Maybe they have a
What's the question? What is AI cannot replace?
What is AI cannot replace human so far? The human character.
The physical human, they cannot. Still long way to go. But the fake human nowadays is very easy.
Yeah. Okay. And one audience asking your experience of AI implementation at Dubai, but your place is not Dubai, right? It's Abu Dhabi, right?
Yeah.
So maybe at your place, is it how much the implementation? Is it a lot or just beginning?
To be honest, it's still at the beginning level, because we are structuring the whole program. So every single course considered to have a policy on AI. There is thing that there is thing that the student 100% allowed. There is things student that need to declare, and so on. So again, we don't have any role model, so it's very difficult how to do this thing. Even if we rely on the AI detector, not 100% works well. So the method of learning now need to change to me.
Yeah. Right, great and very inspiring and mind-blowing, Doctor. Oh, ada lagi. If they got another last question, hopefully. What will be your hope for MY Malaysia or MY? I don't know what is MY to implement
Malaysia.
AI. Malaysia maybe MY. What will you hope? Maybe your Malaysia.
Okay,
Yes.
I think with the things that we have nowadays, it is borderless. And I got a friend I spoke last 2 days regarding the problem of getting people who are to get the physical people to work for the company is very difficult nowadays. So we don't know what is happening. We don't know where these people goes, or maybe these people have a better income somewhere else online. So this platform also give a lot of opportunity. So I hope that I think the government already took some initiative. It just need to be more proactive. Like in Dubai, they have the Dubai Center for Artificial Intelligence. They are very active in this thing. I think our government need to engage with those key players to bring some events in Malaysia. So from there we can like last month they organized the prompt engineering. They always want to be the first, so they claim the global prompt engineering competition. So I think we can do something similar like that, but of course we need government support in that case.
Yeah, exactly. I also heard a few days about the government policy there toward how to say AI, because now all right. Okay, I think now is almost end of the session because Dr. Izani also need to go to Friday prayer at Abu Dhabi, right? Now it's already 11:30, right? Okay, I think before we end, we need to have a photo session. But before that, thank you very much for very insightful and mind-blowing content from Dr. Izani. And thank you also for all the audience who spend their time to attend this very valuable information that is shared by Dr. Izani. And yeah, so now is photo session. We hope that Mr. Muhammad Nazri can assist us to take photo. Then what to do, Nazri, now?
Okay, Doctor. So please, Dr. Ron.
Dr. Ron.
Smile, at least smile. I think we need to smile.
Okay, we need to smile.
So
all right, everyone,
I'm
please
going to have
on your camera for photo. Everyone, please on your camera.
Let's try to. How many of you actually? So we need the what call it? Yeah. On your camera. Okay, we're waiting for others. All right. How many of you? We have a 49 actually.
Just now it's actually 65, but now
we have Malan.
A lot.
Yes, Alip, Zani.
I will come back for ngeteh this July, inshallah.
Yeah.
Hopefully next time Dr. Zani can have another workshop about how to use specifically a certain software or GPT, the AI software.
Inshallah.
Right.
Yeah.
Ready?
Okay.
Okay, ready. Ada pisau kan dekat lagi. Alright, ready. 1, 2, 3. Okay, another one. For the freestyle. you. All right. Okay, good. I think that's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Boleh permisi ya?
Permisi, boleh.
Okay. Right. Anything from
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Right.
Welcome,
Okay.
welcome.
Okay. All right. Okay. See you
Okay,
again.
thank you. Okay,
All
bye.
right.
Okay. Bye. Have a nice day, everyone.
Nice day. Today is very good response from everyone.
Yeah, a lot.
60.
I think 65. I saw it.
Almost.
Up to 65. Yes. Not bad.
Very good response. It shows very interesting topics. Very
Yeah,
interesting topics. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so then that's it lah. Prof, yeah. Any other things? All right.
We will provide the certificates. I think many of them also fill in certificates.
Yeah. We will arrange that based on the in field. Okay. All right.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Dean.
Okay, so welcome. Okay, so we can leave now, right?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, bye.
Okay. Baik, tinggal 2 orang. 17. Okay, Dok. Sayonara.